Rumchak suwa sa kantigon ya video na ngarik marak taani tarik February ni kolkrek mongova sal ya video ba dita kuborang ko kenera ang na skangpa kubor songsak reserve forest oniko masinaman gijagpa mandirang boratin ba chauenga ba kubor na ubiatan. Arctic Organization for Social Welfare ni kubor na ubiatan ni getadim masinaman gijagpa mandirang songsak reserve forest oniko namdam gapa dal gapa bolrang ko ratin ba mission rang ci ratin ba tingingan ni uyatahan soni badi khanirang ko matna ni zaman Arctic Organization for Social Welfare ni dalgapa songsak reserve forest na yangin yon borate badengan nirang ko kinagata manahanin ba kubona uyatahan adita video clip rang ko khabay bana kubona uyatahan asimang ba ya video clip rang ko kanagata mankin ya video clip on kani gita de dalgaba chainsaw ba boratani machine rang ko jakhalin ba bol badengpa bol chawi badengpa mandirang songsak reserve forest oniko borang ko chaus khaingam andaki yongi on Arctic Organization for Social Welfare ni dalgaba ni singduani ko dakani gita de forest reserve rang ko ni tumna gata rakigpa forest department ni officer rang ara mai kham ko khas khaingan yana ke dalgpa mission rang chiratin ba bolrang ko chawa ko nextaingama aro reserve rang o doningpa CCTV camera rang khora maina mandirang ni thangkarang ko jakhalim krol ni krorang ko jakhalim na sorkari ra koros khain ba daw yanda ke bol chawgparang korp na gata manjang Lakni lak dolmaha chaingpa ba dolmaha ningpa forest officer angara yana ke chaugupa bolrangko chaugupa bol chaugupa mandirang korpna gita manjainga check post rangko maina jakhalinga maidake ya bol chaugupa rangara bolrangko salangia aro salang butungo check post rangoro tumingpa mandirangara rupnakna gita manjainga ninba Remrukna gata manjang manin ba Arctic Organization for Social Welfare ni dalgaba nganirang ko takanghan yana ke nirokpa dong jagin chimongode taw ya bor warangara indin gemang gano karo gupni man gani nasa ya reserve rangara indin ongra maino ganen ba ubya ta honi geman ya reserve ko chelchakira kinagata aro porong ongaoni ko chelchakna gata forest department ni officer rang ko namme ya songsak reserve forest dongi pa bol warang ko sumsakin dok pa nirokat phachina gata ba Arctic Organization for Social Welfare ni dalgaparang molmola ni khona ta Menggaban kubur ko kenerang skanayan Arctic Progressive Approach Pulbari Western Zone ni dalgaparang pedal doba resna unit ko sungahan ya pedal doba resna unit ko dalnagata sunga ko mangpa mandenang ada president nam Sunister Sangma Salgrek Sangma ko vice president na aro general secretary na Sengrek Sangma aro assistant general secretary na Sengba di Siram aro publicity secretary na Michael Siet Sangma ko pedal doba rest na unit Arctic Progressive Approach ko dalnagata sunga hanin ba Pulbari Western Zone dalgaparang kubor na ubya taham Menggaban kubur ko kenerang skanayan Meghalaya Legislative Assembly ni budget sessiono ngingpa debate kanirang kwansing daw ya video kenerang skana governor address ni vringo Dr. Mukul baksa Lakhmen rumbani debate on governor address ko ya video kenerang skana
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, at the very outset I would like to thank you profusely for giving me this privilege to rise and support amendment motion moved by the leader of the opposition to the motion of thanks on governor's address. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to be as brief as possible, keeping in mind the very limited time that has been allotted to each one of us. Notwithstanding though, I would like to request you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, that allowing the members to have reasonable period of time to articulate issues concerning the state and people is of utmost importance in our given democratic system. And often when a business advisory committee seats, we also keep these points to be noted, that wherever needed, the time is usually extended to enable the members to appropriately put issues before the August House. Now, having said this, therefore, I would like to request you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, to give me some extra time as I would like to dwell on few important issues. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, at the very outset, our attention is drawn to the first point, the responsibility of the government in respect of governance. And since we are talking about the governor's address, which usually revolves around the approach to governance and the policies thereof, we will have enough time to discuss about schemes, developmental issues to respective constituencies and districts as we participate and deliberate in course of our budget discussion. Therefore, I would like to confine towards the important approach that has been adopted by the government and also the failure of the government to focus on those crucial areas of concern confronting the state and the people of the state. Number one is in regard to the focus of the government towards effective, efficient, accountable government. And this is very crucial because as we assume power, along with power comes the responsibility. Responsibility of doing things in the right perspective, which revolves around nothing else but the interest of the people and the state. Therefore, when we look at few things that is happening across the state and things which are articulated in this governor's address, we do take a serious note of this for deliberately missing out on those important issues. Now, the issue of probity in public life, this has been issue across the nations, not only within our country. If we relook at 2014 election at the national level, was the main issue, the probity in public life, the end to corruption, as the Honorable Prime Minister has very boldly said, na chauenga, na khane dunga. These are very crucial issues. And that's the basis of the mandate. That's the basis of the hope based on which people give their whole mandate. Therefore, it is very pertinent for the government to address this concern. We have also seen in the preceding weeks what is happening. Some of our colleagues from this August House and the political parties have to draw the attention of the government pertaining to the functioning of a very important institution, the Lok Ayukta. Why is the Lok Ayukta there in the first instance? All these are issues of concern. And another thing is the issue of the illegal immigration, the influx. Have we not all come together with the complete involvement of all the stakeholders in the past? We are grateful and thankful to all the people of the state that everybody has tried to articulate their ideas and based on exhaustive due diligence and engagement came up with one of the very, very effective law, Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act. What is happening to this particular mandate of the law, which has been unanimously passed by this August House? The very enactment of that law itself has been an arduous task. It was a very, very tight rope walking as we scripted the act. And therefore, make no mistake that this law is one of the best laws that exists in the world to deal with influx, to deal with illegal immigration. Many nations, including the nations like United States of America, United Kingdom, they are still grappling around how to deal with illegal immigration. Why? Because they do not have a law like this. That's why, Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to urge upon all in the state, including the government of the day, to give due importance to this piece of important legislation that has been enacted for the interest of our people. Let us not play politics on this. Let us not play politics. From 2018 onwards, it was only because we decided to play politics on this act at the cost of the interest of the people and the state. This act is still in almost as bad as in cold storage. Therefore, please relook at this. Let us look at the intent which is an offshoot of a collective intent of the people, not the intent of the government of that time. It was the collective intent of the people. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, please take cognizance of this whole enactment of law, enactment of such laws. In the context of our given limited space for this legislative jurisdiction of this August House is very, very difficult. As I have said, it was a very, very tightrope walking. I myself, the author of this act, along with the wisdom that has been contributed from all the stakeholders. Therefore, let us not somehow belittle this collective endeavor that has taken enough time of everyone. Then another important thing is the issue of probity, corruption. You look at the headlines in news today about that manipulated quantity of the coal. Who are those who are involved in this complicity? The complicity. An irregularity of this scale cannot happen without the complicity of people in power. Do we have the courage to say, yes, we will have an inquiry, independent inquiry to this regard? It's open secret. What are we trying to do? I have always tried to draw the attention of the government to these issues of irregularity, which inflict so much of irreversible economic injury into the state's economy. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, any country that has gone to the mess, any country that has gone to the dogs, are because of corruption, because of various other illegal, irregular activity, like allowing the cartel to operate on criminal activities, including drugs. I have maintained, just to somehow instill that sense of understanding about the seriousness of the problem of corruption and such irregularities which allow free movement of drugs, thereby making our youngsters a victim of drug menace, victim of abuse of substances. There are loopholes, no doubt, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, but then it is necessary for the governments of the states, including Government of India, including other nations, because it's not just a problem confined to Meghalaya, a problem confined to India, but it's a global issue. Because there is every reason to believe, and everyone knows it also, that it is a cross-border. It is a cross-border problem that we are facing. Therefore, corroborative engagement of the governments are required. Therefore, let us have some serious focus on this issue. Corruption can be, or rather, corruption is more crippling and deadlier than terrorism. This is how I would like to put it. Because these problems will lead us to such a disastrous future from where we will not be able to reverse. Future that is ahead of us will be very, very dangerous. And are we, therefore, going to allow this?
Honorable Member, please try to wind up.
Yes, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir. The concern, and then I was looking at the airport, the transport department. Have we not acquired the land necessary for the expansion of airport? Long time ago. Our Honorable Minister of Power was the Minister in charge of transport. He took all the pain to go and convince the villagers to shift, to agree to allow acquisition of land for expansion of airport. Long time ago, we had a beautiful function. So also for Baljak Airport. Till now, they're saying we're exploring the possibility. Land is already there, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir. We have spent precious money from the scarce resources from the government exchequer. Why are we taking such a long time? Is Baljak Airport not having enough land for expansion? We have already acquired the land. We have already taken the position of the land during our time. So many important, crucial infrastructures, including medical colleges. We heard the Honorable Member from Mauplam referring about College of Architecture and Urban Planning. Is the money a problem? This is funded by Government of India. Roads, is the money problem? Meghalaya Integrated Transport Program. Plenty of money, which was sanctioned in 2017. Why are we still having this problem of roads with too many potholes? I went to Rongrong that day. I went to your area. Look at the menace of the road. It took me more than half an hour to navigate in that stretch of road to one particular place where I used to take 10 minutes before. So, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, my point is very clear. Money is there.
So, honorable members,
Government
please
has
try to
reflected
wind up
it
because
in the
there are
externally
many
aided
more
project.
members to speak.
Enough money, please use it efficiently with complete sense of probity, with transparency, and nothing else, keeping in interest of the state and the people as the priority. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Thank you. May I request honorable member Sri Lakhmen to take the floor. Please stick to the time, 6 minutes I'm giving you.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm very thankful to the governor for addressing the House, elucidated the policy of the government, and I'm very thankful to the people of the state that because of the support that the government is able to do so many things with the far-sighted and the able leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister. Sir, having said that, I would like to raise some issue concern the people of the state. Number one, agriculture. It is a very shocking to see in today's question which does not come, where the production of the brome in the state in 2021 is 70,308 metric ton. And in the year 2021, the rate is 14,000 per quintal. And look at the year 2023-24, 5,000, 7,000. That means in the year 2020-21, the farmer of the state, the brome farmer of the state, they are able to generate the economy of 914 crore from brome only. And that economy, that income of the farmer, drastically come down to 450 crore last year. The loss of the farmer, of the brome farmer in the state is 450 crore in this last 1 year. How to help this farmer? The question is how to help them. They are the assets of the state. They generate the economy for the state. They earn the livelihood. So the time has come that the government should explore the possibility to have a minimum support price for the brome brome production in the state. Moreover, by tie up with TriFed, because TriFed, if I'm not mistaken, under the Vandhan Yojana, there is a program, a scheme, where the farmer, the government could fix the minimum support price. So I feel very sad with the loss of this farmer. I urge the government to look into the policy how that the farmer, the brome farmer of the state, have the stable income. And number two, and explore the possibility of value enhancing of this brome by setting up the processing center in Amlarem, in Penursla area, in Mausenram area, where the brome is, the people of that area, they cultivate their brome. So I urge the government to look into this issue. Number two, marketing of brome. Sir, I'm very thankful to Honorable Chief Minister and the Indian government that they brought brome as a horticulture, agriculture produce. But it's very sad to say that till today, under what rules that this council still collect tax on brome, which I think the government should issue order to the Deputy Commissioner to stop this illegal collection of tax on brome by this council on the highway. Number two, sir, regarding the urban development, sir, I'm very thankful to the government that the way they develop the new Shillong, it will become a reality, because Shillong as a whole is become a choke city. We cannot do anything right now. I'm very thankful that they have taken about the road infrastructure and other infrastructure development. But one thing which we have to take note, sir, now is the time, that the waste management, sir. We have to acquire some land somewhere so that new urban city developed there, New Shillong, will not face the problem of waste management like we have here in Shillong. And number two, regarding developing of infrastructures, we should look not only at developing of the New Shillong. Let us look at how to develop this Malem Mauplang area, this Laikor Sorankam area. Because, so that this satellite township, if we could develop the Nongkrem, Smith, Sorankam area as one satellite township that side, and the Malem, the Mauplang area, Maungap area as the other satellite township that area. So by developing infrastructure, so that people will not rush to Shillong, I think it will be more convenient for the government to develop the Shillong agglomeration. And one very important thing, I'm very glad that the government have constructed so many roads leading to New Shillong. One important road which we should look now is how from either Sorankam till Lat Nongkrem, where we can make a double lane road connecting the New Shillong with this Shillong Juai road, so that the people from Juai will need not come through Shillong to go to
members, kindly wind up.
No, sir, my meeting is not yet over, sir. Sir, number three, we look at the unemployment. Sir, I'm very glad that the government or the state government have taken initiative to.
Honorable member, please sit down.
I have 1 minute, sir.
3 o'clock now. You may continue your debate. Debate on Governor address on 21st February. You may continue. Since as there is no further business before the House for today, the House stands adjourned till 10 a.m. Tuesday and 20th February 2023-24.